what's up guys? Dr. Antonio Webb here, orthopedic spine surgeon. We're here at Cornerstone Christian School. We're at Indy Kalu's football camp. Today I'll be speaking to the students, sharing my story and also giving some advice. So about to get started here soon. LJ, nice to meet you. Antonio Webb. This will be here?
Yes, we'll be here.
And how many students?
We had 230 sign up.
Wow. All right, so I brought a couple of copies of my book, Overcoming the Odds, for the students and the campers today. I wrote this book a couple years ago to essentially inspire students who come from similar communities, backgrounds as mine to reach their goals. So the book is called Overcoming the Odds, and it basically chronicles my life story. I grew up in Louisiana, really disadvantaged background, and became a spine surgeon. So hopefully this book inspires some of the students today.
Here isn't just about football, what we do on the field, but we have some doctors, some very smart, accomplished men. While y'all eat, I want y'all to be respectful and not talk when they're talking and listen to what they're saying. They're gonna talk to y'all about certain things from their field. Y'all understand? All right, Doc, it's all yours.
My name is Dr. Antonio Webb. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon here in San Antonio, Texas, and thank you guys for having me. I really wanted to just share my story, my journey about how I got to this point today. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. Really rough background, grew up around a lot of drugs, gangs, violence. I really didn't have a role model, someone I can look to. I didn't see any black doctors, never met one. And in San Antonio, Texas, there's two of us. There's over 100 spine surgeons. There's 2 African-American spine surgeons. We got to change that. In terms of cardiology, Dr. Betts, there's 4 black cardiologists here in town. That's a problem. Patients need to be treated by providers that look like them. But I want to leave you guys with, or talk about 3 different things that helped me get to this point. It took 15 years of school to become a spine surgeon. I went to high school, of course, 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, and then 6 years of surgical training. But when I tell students that, that really discourages a lot of students from becoming a physician until I tell them, how much do you think spine surgeons make? Does anybody have an idea? 6 figures? Okay. 500,000? 550? Yeah, so the average spine surgeon makes about $800 to $1 million a year, or plus. So that shouldn't be the main motivating factor to become a doctor, but it's certainly, it's delayed gratification. You go through a lot of school, a lot of training, a lot of sacrifice to get to this point. But coming from Louisiana to become a spine surgeon, I had a really rough journey. I failed a lot of tests. I struggled. I made a lot of mistakes along this journey, and you guys will also. But the first thing that I want to leave with you guys and impress on you is that you have to be different, okay? And dare to be different. It's okay to be different. No matter if your friend is taking one path or going to a different school or studying a different major, that's okay. But the people that were in Louisiana were the drug dealers, the dope boys, all the gang members. And I had to be different, right? So a lot of people called me a nerd, kind of growing up. But I always tell people that it's okay if they call you a nerd because tomorrow they'll be calling you boss, okay? Yeah, so you have to be different, right? The second thing that you have to do, you have to put in the work. I watched a recent video of Kobe Bryant in his last talk that he gave, and he talked about in high school, there was a list of students or athletes, and there was like 1 to, 100 students. And he was number 56 on that list. And Kobe Bryant, what he said was that he had a kill list of people the students that he was going to take out. And he analyzed them. What were they doing? What were they training? What kind of foods were they eating? What type of techniques, routines were they practicing? And he said he took them out one by one. But when he got to the NBA and to the league, he said it was easy because a lot of the athletes, they reached financial freedom and they didn't put in the work. They weren't motivated. They didn't have the discipline. So he said in the league was easy. And you have to take that same approach with whatever field, career that you're going into, take that same approach. Even though I'm a spine surgeon, I've been to school for 15 years. I still read, I still study, I still put in the time. And I wake up every day at 4:30 in the morning, even on the weekends. And if you want to be successful, that's what you have to do. You have to put in the work. You have to grind. You have to dedicate yourself if you want to be the best, okay? If you want to make it to the league, you got to put in the work. And the third thing is to never give up. I failed multiple times, as I mentioned. I struggled to get into medical school. It took me 3 years to get into medical school. But each time I analyzed, I sat back, I hired tutors to help me strengthen my application, and ultimately got into med school. So it's not in the falling down, it's in the failure to get back up and try again. So you're gonna fall a lot, you're gonna struggle, you're gonna be met with resistance and also a lot of opposition along your path, but you guys can remember this day, you guys can remember me, look at me, use me as motivation. You know, if I can become a spine surgeon, then you guys can also. So thank you guys for having me. All right, so I just finished my talk, had a great time. The students were very engaged. Hopefully I inspired them to keep going, never give up on their dreams, and hopefully inspire the kids. This is Dr. Webb, and we'll see you next time.